Yo, yo, what's going on? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, Blues Day to everybody getting out there doing some shopping and adding to their physical media goodness. Now, how do I sound? First of all, let's check it out. All right, cool. Always got to do a mic check just in case because, sometimes I'm babbling, mouth is silent. But yeah, man. Oh, all right. It's going to be a good day, So the next hour is just me and you guys. Ask me anything. I have some topics locked and loaded, ready to go. But love to talk to you guys and see what's up, man. But the drill. Before we get going, you got to sit back, grab a snack, grab a drink, all that good stuff because it's time for the morning mug. Hey everyone, welcome to the morning mug. Now let's chat. All right, what was that, man? I was all beside myself getting into this. Welcome to the morning mug. I am your host, Huck. It's going to be a good morning. Look, check it out. Let's see. I got my new little stamp down there. You can add little tags. So isn't that kind of cute? Huck Pop Culture Camp. All these new bells and whistles, man. This is all coming from all the support that you guys are giving the channel. Several of you have thrown out some super chats and super thanks. So as a super thanks, it's all going to upgrades. That's really cool. Let's see what else. Let's head over to the chats real quick and say, hey, who's here? Look, Caveman's burning it up is number one there. Smash that like button. Thanks, Caveman. Dimension Scott's here. Hello, guys. Hey, Huckster's here. Of course. Mr. Nichols. What's up, buddy? Are you going to the Tuesday swap meet? Just a really, pack in your swap meet week. I can never do more than one of those. Hey, Michael Hubbard's here. What is up, buddy? Good morning. Holland Oats, always a morning staple here. Corey, well, hey, Corey Wilkerson, how are you, man? Good morning. Spicy 4K's here. Yeah. And Caveman says, sound. Sound, we mean, of course, sound must be sounding good, which I'm pumped for. And Dimension says, morning, everybody. I had 2 delicious sandwiches. Ooh, what kind of sandwiches did you have? Were they egg sandwiches, like egg and bacon or egg and sausage? Oh, it's the morning show here. We got to know your morning stuff. What did everybody have for breakfast this morning? Chime in. Let's hear. It's the morning mug. I had, on the weekdays, I don't get all fancy, and do like, eggs and pancakes and all that jazz because I got to get the girls out on time for school and work and all that stuff. So I had Fruity Pebbles today. So that was pretty good. Shared some with my dog. Yeah, because he wants everything I'm eating. And Adrian's here, says, hey, good morning. Good morning. Caveman says, Sammy Hees. I'm just making stuff up. All right, so let's see. I have so many things in front of me. Let me try to focus here for a second. Well, first of all, again, I want to thank everybody out there. If you tune into these morning mugs or all my other videos or anything like that, I appreciate you and thank you because you're helping my subscriber count get even higher. And I like to show you just how close we are to 3K. And it is, bam, we're at 2,908. I just need 20 more. 20 more subscribers. So if you're one of the people that tunes in and just doesn't hit the subscribe because, I don't know, you're sitting back and enjoying your drink, grabbing a snack, just set the drink down for a second, hit subscribe, and go back to enjoying that thing. Let's see if we can get the 20 like this week. Is that, am I going out of the box, like trying to get 20 in 1 week? I'm not blazing a trail over here, but probably get like 2. It's the reality of it, right, guys? Here, let's put our little ticker up here. Just trying to get all my goodies going here. Let's go ahead and we'll take name off for now. I think you know who I am by now. So let's see. Let's jump back into the comments before we get going on some topics here. Okay, so birria. Did I get that right? Birria tacos this morning. Birria. I don't know what kind of tacos those are, but they sound good. Is it like spicy, like in your name? Sean's here. Hey, Sean. Good morning, Huck and everyone. Hey, buddy. Adrian says, Adrian mentioned tasty sandwiches. Where are they? Come on, man. We got to know what everybody's eating out there because we're weird like that. All right. So this is, of course, the Ask Me Anything. You know, guys, if you're wanting to know what I'm going to get or collect or what's new with the Huckster, you know, hit me up right here. And I'll help you out there. Cool video this past weekend, says Caveman. Thank you, man. Oh wait, hold on. Let's get up here to My Song Park is here. Do you like Thor: Love and Thunder? This is the bad Marvel boy me. I still haven't seen it. I bought it. I haven't seen it. I have to be honest. That way I can save it. Come to me next week. I'm going to try to watch it before next week. That way I can have an answer for you. But I'm also on a mission to watch a bunch of 80s Oscar movies because I'm going to be on the Convicted Cinephiles channel very soon. We're going to be doing a ranking video of all the Oscar nominees from the 80s. I have a strong opinion about those 80s movies. You'll have to tune in. I'm going to save all that convo for there. But all I'm going to say is I feel like the best decade of movies that connects also to a movie-going audience was the 90s. It was the 90s. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of the movies that were hits were also nominated and also won, which is a very weird trend at the Oscars. It seems to have been a very small window in Oscar history to happen during the 90s decade because I don't feel like it's happened ever since, with a few exceptions like plucked in there, like Lord of the Rings, which happened just after the 90s in 2000 and 2001 and 2002, or 1, 2, and 3, that they got nominated and one of them won. So, but yeah, so Caveman was saying a great video. Let me show this to you guys. So if you haven't seen my video yet, I just have to share this with you because it was so much fun. I went to the Hollywood show in Burbank, California, and here's my thumbnail for it. And they had the Happy Days cast, man. They had Ralph Malph, Fonzie, and Potsy was there. And it was such a good time, guys. If you want to see what that event was like, go find the video on my channel. It was super dope, super fun. That's also Mr. Nichols why I wasn't at the swap meet on Sunday, because I went to that on Saturday, because I spent so much money on Saturday. Like, no, there's no way I could even like convince myself to get up and go to a swap meet and spend even another penny. So I just spent that morning editing the video because, yeah. And then coming up, y'all, let's plug it. I just keep doing some plugs here. Coming up, here, let's drop this banner here. Coming up next Monday, February 13th, probably going to change those times. It's probably going to be 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I was just tossing that out there to see if they would enjoy a later time. But be prepared for a great night of rom-com romance-themed trivia with these amazing couples. Look at this. We got Michelle and Ken, Haley and Eddie, Coco and Brian, and Marie and Joe for this. Oh, it's going to be so much fun, y'all. It's going to be so good. So if you want to see some good, romantic trivia between these couples, these are some legendary couples right here. So I'm excited to have them all on. But yeah, that'll most likely be 6 o'clock rather than 6:30. So we'll be changing that time. But I wanted to get it up and show it to you so you knew it was coming. Put it on your calendar. Hit the notification bell. It's already up. So in fact, it's already programmed for 6, but I did it all like so quickly, so I hadn't had time to change graphics and stuff. But yeah, so put it in there, hit your notification button, and be there, be square, as you say in Happy Days. Sit on it, Fonzie. I had Potsy sit on it, Huck, on his photo. That was pretty hilarious. Yeah, that was such a good time. You gotta watch the video. Yeah, I'm just glowing about it. Those people were so cool. Let's see. Let's get into you lovely people. See what's kicking. Yeah, here we go. Gumi is right. Hey, Gumi, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Well, good morning. Always good to have you here. Dimension saying, what's up? Little howdies there. I own it and haven't seen you. Oh, yeah. Sean, you and me, we got to hold strong. Let's hold out for a couple more weeks. I got to wait till after that Oscar thing. Because I'm curious, though. I'm curious because, we've already heard everything about it. So Yeah, I can't wait to just wipe the slate clean because all the blah 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 talk about the movie's gone. So I'll probably be watching a yeah, that was pretty good. Or maybe like those goats were annoying. I just know there's goats that go like constantly and won't shut up. So be on the lookout for loud goats, Sean. That's all I know. Uh, my son says okay. All right, let's see. Game says thoughts on Wakanda missed the mark for me. So Wakanda. Yeah. So when I went and saw it, I did go see it at the Chinese theater. So I had an invitation to go to a nice screening there. And it was great seeing it there. So there's a little bit of sort of experience mixed in with Wakanda for me. But so at the time it was like pretty cool. But I have had time to stew on it. And I don't know. I felt like it also missed the mark for me too, Caveman. You are missing, Chadwick. You're missing the lead character. I mean, it was okay. People are giving this 4 to 5 stars. I don't get that. I mean, I don't know if they genuinely feel that way or if they're honoring Chadwick by giving it 4 or 5 stars. I mean, I think honoring Chadwick would have been keeping the character going. But yeah, and then the end of it just felt like a big typical CGI Marvel movie, when they're all fighting on that boat. And I'm like, like I literally like, because of the story, I was more engaged when the story was going on, but when it became too like spectacle-y, I started to kind of tune out because it wasn't anything new or fresh. I thought Namor was good. I guess he was okay. Like it's just hard to top Loki. I don't think there's when you have a villain with such magnitude and presence and Tom Hiddleston, the guy was okay. I don't know. It's like I know people are praising this film, but it just I feel like I wanted to see I'm gonna mess his name up. Who's the big guy? Mutombo? I'm probably getting that all wrong, but that guy is great. I feel like if he was more in that, I wish it would have been more of a story of maybe, Suri, is that her name? And him maybe like as a almost like a buddy cop. I don't want to say that kind of thing, but he's so good in this film. When he's like eating a carrot and he's just so nonchalant. I mean, his humor is everything that movie sorely needed. And then when he wasn't around, I felt like you needed that. And then the ending, I don't know. The ending, I mean, if you've all seen it, slight spoilers. So if you haven't seen Wakanda, jump off, then come back on. But the ending with I'll save it because I know there's people like listening to me. Maybe they can't turn it off. We'll save that. But yeah, just know that I feel like it missed the mark for me as well, which actually is a good segue. Caveman, let me just take you to one of the sales going on today. So let's just see it here. Over at Best Buy, speaking of, you got the Wakanda Steelbooks coming out at $40 each. It's $38.99. Throw some tax, 40 each. And I know, look, if you guys are into spending $40 and you got to get them all, collect them all. I know all about that. Trust me, as a collector. $40, you throw in some tax, you're almost pushing $100 for 2 steelbooks for the same movie. And then you've also got the 4K for $34. No, no, that movie. I mean, look, again, I love collecting nice things, but I got to like the thing that I'm collecting. And $40 is way too much. I mean, they're nice. I just don't care that much. I don't care about the movie so much that I have to have a pretty looking steelbook. Because that is what it comes down to. It's a pretty looking steelbook. And I know several of you are going to go out today and snag it, which is great. I wonder which one you're going to get. Are you going to get both? Are you guys going to get one? If so, do you get the one with Siri here, or do you get the one with Namor on it? Or do you just save a few bucks and get the 4K? Because for me right now, it's also on Disney Plus. So if I need to see it again, which I don't right now, I have that as backup. So, for wanting the movie, there's accessibility to the movie right now in other forms, especially at these prices. So if I'm going to get it just to be like a Marvel completist, then at some point I will need those prices to drop dramatically. Because look, they always do around Black Friday or Christmas time. A lot of the Marvel stuff hit the $18.99 to $13.99 price, right? Even the original Black Panther on 4K was $13.99. So that, I mean, look at that. That's $20 more for that Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So if you haven't seen it and you must own it, you're going to be paying 34 to 40 bucks to do that. So, but that just won't be me today. That's all. I am curious though, who is going to go out and grab this today? Because look, the beauty of movies is they're subjective. So I know there's tons of people that love this movie. So if you are getting it, which one? We must know. So yeah, there you go. That is your Wakanda Forever update. Corey says, agree. The 90s were great. They were, weren't they? Especially when it came to the Oscars and whatnot. Here, let's bounce off of that real quick. Aaron Ackerman says, what's your opinion on James Gunn's DC Universe? Ooh, it's so funny. I touched on it last week and I was thinking about doing it, but since you brought it up, let's do it, bud. I think it's fine. Look, here's my take on the James Gunn universe. You've got to find somebody that's got talent and skill to take over a not just a franchise. It's like an IP, a universe, right? And he's a great person. So all the little toxic fanboys out there who are, wigging out over James Gunn and all the just, relax. Let's wait and see what he has planned. He's super talented. I've loved every Guardians movie that he did. I loved the Christmas special. Was absolutely probably one of my, if not top 3 favorite Christmas things now. And the Suicide Squad, the one he came out and did, was highly entertaining. I mean, it was offbeat, so I know it didn't appeal to a huge fan base because it also didn't have huge characters like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman in it to draw that crowd. But I think he's super talented. I have no problem with James Gunn telling us his plan. The 3-year plan sounds good to me. I mean, they want to reboot the whole thing with Superman Legacy, which is a younger Superman. And that's cool. Look, I get it too, because you're kind of restarting and you need somebody that's going to age well into the next 10, maybe more years. I mean, look at Thor. He's still playing that after how many years? So I am totally fine to see where James Gunn takes this. The things that I've heard, all the steps that he has planned. Let's give him a go, y'all. Let's get behind somebody. People love to crap on somebody. They love it. They just love to dump on somebody. Give him the bad finger, say, he's gonna suck. That's cool, man. Do your thing. But let's give somebody support, and see where they go. It's up to them to sink the ship, right? But we can certainly hop on for the ride. And if it starts to sink, just have a little floaty nearby so you can get off. The hell am I talking about? All right, let's keep going. Thanks for the question, though. Gumi says, I watched all the comic book films on release day, and I don't wish to see Thor Love and Thunder again. Probably my least favorite of the Thors. That is, okay, that's what I'm hearing a lot of, Gumi. See, and that's also why I haven't seen it yet, because I hear so much of that I'm like, I'll get to it. And I'm kind of shocked because I really loved Ragnarok, and I actually love Thor. I think Hemsworth is one of the best performers as a comic book character. He's excellent in that role. But man, it was just getting so shot down that I'll get to it though. I am stoked for Ant-Man though. Yeah, look, I've always been an Ant-Man fan. I love Ant-Man. He's kind of the comic character in the group, although I don't know how much comedy we're going to get in Quantumania. But I also love Wasp. I mean, Evangeline Lilly. Oh my goodness. She's so adorable. Loved her in Lost. So I was so excited that she was cast in this role. So look, there's another person. If you ever see her at her convention, now she's got all this great IP. I love seeing people with tons of IP on their list. So now she's got Lost, and she's got Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit, and now she's got Marvel. Girl's gonna be just signing her face off. That sounds terrible. Don't sign your face off. Spicy 4K says, what's your next expected new physical purchase? Well, look at that. You just keep leading me to my next stuff, which I love. So let's get to it. So, whoops, where's the, oh, here it is. hold on. It was a Tylenol commercial. I'm hoping that Tylenol music won't become a copyright thing. Yes, these ads that don't go away. And it went away. Thank you, ad. So here we go, y'all. This is these are some deals going on Amazon right now. But God, it's like the noisiest ads. I sorry about that, guys. Was not doing that earlier. Okay. Let's attempt to do this, shall we? All right. So coming out today, going off of what's my next expected new physical media purchase. Here's a bunch of goodies coming out today. And I'm pointing out something very, very funny. Let's go full frame so you can really see see this thing. So one of the titles coming out on 4K today is The Return of the Swamp Thing. And I want you to also notice that also coming out today is Raw Wine in Eden. And they have the exact same cover pose. A Swamp Thing. Yeah, I looked at that this morning. I'm like, look, they even have the legs spread apart. And oh my God, it's like hilarious. So yeah, look at that Swamp Thing and Raw Wine in Eden. That was crazy. All right. Anyway, so back to focus, Huck. So you got some Wakanda Forever. So won't be picking that up right away. Bubba Hotep. I'm going to hold off on that because I think a buddy might be sending me that. And I'll tell you guys more about I finally did. I think I forgot to tell you guys last time I opened a P.O. box just for you guys. So I'll share that with you in a minute. So yeah, you got Swamp Thing coming out. There's your Wakanda Forever. If I did get one, I think I'd probably get the Namor one because I like the colors on that. Super dope. Look at Legion of Superheroes animated movie. Warm Bodies is coming out. Let's see what else we got. Bolt. Fred Williamson in Bolt. Huh, don't know that. But look, check it out. You got The Vagrant. That looks kind of nasty. And Chicago. And no, like, check this out, though. Chicago on Steelbook is coming out. And it is a nice, probably at $16.79. It might even be like 14. Let's see. Let's get over here. So we looked at here. Let's go. Let's see what it's going to be over at Best Buy. Yeah, okay, so about the same thing, $17.99. So I thought maybe it would be like 16. So it's a little bit cheaper. You get a dollar cheaper over at Amazon. So if you go into Best Buy, feel free to hit them up with the price match, y'all. Drop it down a buck if they will. I hear there's been issues with them doing that because of their weird pricing structure lately, but what you gonna do? 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay. So let's get back to these suckers. Let's see. What else we got coming out? A Woman Kills. Not familiar with that. It's the same one. Marco Polo. Yeah, there's a lot of new Kino Lorber titles coming out. But I swear, sometimes, like, I don't know, half the titles when they release them, I'm like, I've never heard of that movie. You know, and it's like, I mean, I don't know what the audience is for this because these older movies, either you have to be a real cinephile or a really old person that grew up with these movies, in which case are you of that mindset that you collect movies at that age? I'm thinking no, right? Because collectors, I think that's sort of a certain niche audience, and these movies are very niche. So yeah, let's keep rolling. Let's say I'm just going to kind of scan through here. Of course, Raw Wine in Eden. Is that Raw Wind or is it Wind? Raw Wind. Maybe it's just Raw Wind. What an odd title, but it's raw and there's some wind. What is this thing here? I can't even see the title on that. Let's see. Oh, it's .com for murder. Woo! Anybody see that? That's coming out. Don't deliver us from evil. Oh, sounds like they want to hang out in evil. That's fine. Spoiler alert. That's the one with the dude from The Big Bang Theory. Well, yeah, there he is. Jim Parsons. Yeah. So there's a new movie there. So yeah, I'm just trying to absorb everything that's out here. So far, I think Chicago Steelbook is the thing that I'm probably most interested in of everything I've seen so far. Let's see. You got that Moana Steelbook, that whole Disney Steelbook thing. Look at that. So I don't know. It's just so plain. I'm sure they'll look good on a shelf if you got like 20 silver things across the banner. So yeah, there you go. What else? Sylvia Crystal. Let's see. Night Feeder. That sounds like a nasty movie. The Waitress, Joe Pickett. What is this? That's Werewolf. What is this? Oh, this looks kind of funny. This is Werewolf Bitches from Outer Space. Ready? Here we go. Featuring Janine Garofalo and Dave Hill with Lloyd Kaufman and the Toxic Avenger. What is this thing? What? It just looks like people wearing. They're just people wearing masks, but they're called werewolf bitches from outer space. I mean, for my money, that's the best title released today. That's hilarious. Werewolf bitches. There you go. Yeah, you guys got to go. Who's going to go stock up on that title? Like you don't have enough of those. All right. It's almost done here. Let's see. Anything else? It's going to beat that? Probably not. And you got these releases from Disney. You got the Toy Story, Moana, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, and Frozen. All in these nice, again, the silver. I like that at least there's bigger character shots on here than those little tiny squares that are on the steel books. But yeah, what are these? Come on, these come out today. Where's the price? Are these? Oh, only at Walmart. All right, so that means you got to go to Walmart for that. Well, we're not going to go to Walmart right now, but there you go. So that is what's coming out. So if I were to jump on a thing today, I would probably surmise the Chicago Steelbook would be what I grabbed today. Mr. Nichols says it would have been a free game for you at the swap meet. I didn't go. You met Mick Foley instead. Where was Mick Foley? He wasn't did you go? Did you go to that thing? I didn't think I saw that you said you went there. And I didn't see Mick Foley there. But there you go. Nice. That's cool, man. Mick Foley, man. Look at that. Trivia looks good. Sadly, I'll miss it being in Vegas. Actually, you'll never miss it, my friend. You just miss it live. Catch the replay. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. I'm not even sure exactly how I'm gonna do it with couples, but I have a couple of ideas. So yeah, because you got two brains answering each question. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out by 1 week. I got 1 week to figure that out. The whole Ironheart seems forced in Wakanda. Too worried about setting up new characters rather than much needed reset. Yeah, I don't know. Shuri. Yeah, I think I said Suri, right? Yeah, Shuri. Yeah, Shuri. I mean, yeah. I don't want to bash Wakanda, and I'm not. I'm just gonna say it didn't click with me. That's all. There's just a lot of things I had wrong with it, and things that were missing that I think could have made it better. And look, the Angela Bassett stuff. Look, she's got a couple of great scenes, man. When she takes those scenes and she acts her ass off, I get why she's nominated for supporting actress. I do feel there are other supporting actresses who are more prevalent throughout the film and maybe have a little bit more connective tissue to the overall film than Angela Bassett, because she does a couple of cool things. It's really Shuri's film, and there's a little connection there with the Queen, but it is Angela Bassett, and she's amazing. So I think this is the Academy's chance. So here's the thing. I feel like if Angela Bassett wins, it's because it's high time we give her something. Whereas, pause. If you're going to think that way, then I think it's high time you give the Academy Award to Michelle Yeoh for being an out-of-the-box pick and the first Asian to be nominated and potentially win, which I would love. Like, come on. Like, I've been on this horse before, y'all. It has to be Michelle Yeoh. It's probably going to go to Kate Winslet, which is fine. And, but come on. I like Wakanda Forever a ton. See, good. See, I like hearing that. The name you were looking for is, M'Baku. Thank you. By the way, and I do agree. Whatever. Yeah, M'Baku. Thank you. Yeah, he's so good. Like every time he came on, Gumi, I was just like, I got really excited. Like I knew something entertaining was going to come out of that guy's mouth, and just I don't know. I really like him. I feel if the script was crafted in a different way to really include him more, that would be. I don't know. I think that would have clicked with me more, but I am so glad you loved it, though. I love that. and I can see why. I know the elements that are in there, that if you're down with those elements, that it's right on. So I dig that. The monkey, what's up, monkey? He says, Huck, I love the beauty of Wakanda and the blue people even better than the beauty and blue people in Way of Water. How about you? No, I didn't. I liked Avatar, Way of Water a lot, and I think there was a way more like emotion and gravitas in the Avatar blue people. They just had more to do. I mean, really Namor had the most to do, and there was a few other side characters. Although it was interesting that they were kind of unkillable, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I gotta say I like the blue people in Avatar a little bit better than the blue people in Wakanda. But that's just me. It's kind of like how Gumi likes Wakanda much better than I did. So, and you like these blue people better than me. See? Love it. 7 likes. Hit that like button. Is that all we got? Caveman, 7 likes. Come on, everybody. Let's see. Oh, it's up to 11. 24 people watching. Excellent. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm only 20 away from 3K, and I'd love to hit that soon. I'm going to be planning a big 3K show once that happens. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling here. Let's say good morning, Huck. Hey, R&D Studios, good morning. I'm a huge DC shill. Nice. Very excited for this upcoming reset. Plus, all the Elseworld stuff looks great. Batman Part 2, Joker, Folie à deux. Yes. If you guys don't know what Gumi is referring to, yeah, there's going to be a lot of Elseworld stuff in the DC universe, which is how you can maybe even potentially still have Henry Cavill come back as Superman and all these offshoot movies and stuff like that. So DC is just sort of really embracing the entire universe in a way, and this is also the risk too. This is why I give Gunn a lot of credit. The risk of even doing that is great because Marvel has one connective universe, and that's how they roll. And they start to bring in the multiverse with Spider-Man or Doctor Strange, really, and getting that going, and probably Quantum Mania. That's going to change things a little bit, and I think that's Marvel trying to get into that quicker before DC, and they will, because Ant-Man comes out very soon. So but I mean, this is DC's thing. So yeah, I'm excited to see all these different Elseworlds and the actual, DC universe, the sort of the Marvel portion, if you will, of DC, just to see how he weaves it all together. Are you okay to Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, returning in Armor Wars or Avengers Endgame should be his last movie, or should Avengers Endgame be his last movie? So, I mean, is that confirmed that Tony Stark is returning in Armor Wars? Or is that the rumor? Because I don't know. I think, you gave Tony Stark and AKA Robert Downey Jr. just a tremendously beautiful arc. And it tends to be sort of this cheat with comic book movies that you just bring everybody back. And you cheapen all of those moments when you do that. When you kill somebody and they sacrifice themselves for the greater good, and then you just figure a way to bring them back, it's fan service. We got to bring that character back. And look, and I'm saying this there's also that goes on in other IPs as well. Star Trek did it, right? Spock gives his life in Star Trek 2 to save the ship and save everyone on board. But Paramount says, but we made a lot of money from that one. All right, we need Spock to come back. It kind of cheapens that moment. Now, I can overlook it. It's fine. But so I think something for like this, I say just leave him out. Unless there's some odd, I don't know, it's a flashback or something like we're seeing him in a different incarnation than just, I'm back. Somehow all my particles are, put back together. So, yeah, I just say, leave him out. I want to see Captain America again, though, but now he's just old Steve Rogers. So, but again, Marvel figure a way to, we'll just have him go back in time again and get young and then come back. I don't know. So you're not, the way it's all ended is you can't get Chris Evans back and you can't get Robert Downey Jr. back. That's how they left it. So aside from cheating the audience, there's no bringing those two back. But you wait. Oh, they will. Cinema Man says, "Hey Huck, I think guys a cup of coffee. Right on, my man." The Moana Steelbook shows an October release. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, was that it? Well, that was on the wrong week then. Totally. Here, let's go see that. And good lord, all that stuff. Um, sorry, I'm just gonna click it real quick. I'm not sure where it would be here. Yeah, interesting. So look, it says here, February 7th, right there. So yeah, no. Oh well, that's also not the Steelbook. Sorry, that's just a. This is just the Walmart exclusive edition with the collectible pin. So it's the Blu-ray DVD thing. That's those are the ones coming out. Those aren't the steel ones. The steel ones were the other ones, which we saw. See? Oh, you're talking about this one here? Oh, that's Encanto. Did I say that was Moana? This is Encanto. If I said Moana earlier, sorry. It was such a tiny thumbnail. I just saw the nice poofy hair. I thought it was Moana. But yeah, so that is Encanto coming out. My bad if I said a different title. What you drinking, Huck? Some spiked tea? I'm always drinking some spiked tea. Check it out. I'm drinking it in my Cosmic Surfer. There it is, Silver Surfer glass. Oh. Gotta get the day rocking and rolling, son of a man. You know what it is. Kate Winslet? Mm-hmm. Oh, in Avatar? What's wrong? She was great. I mean, again, I liked Avatar. See, that's the thing is, everyone just we all have different opinions. It's so funny. I know a lot of people just they thought it was slow, thought it was boring. I mean, that's cool, man. I didn't. Probably a Long Island iced tea, right? In some cases, probably not this early in the morning. That would probably rip me apart. But I do like a good Long Island iced tea. Time me, go by. All right, check you later. Thank you so much. Until the next stream. Adieu, my song Park. All right. R&D says Henry Cavill, Superman Red Sun would be amazing. Exactly. I do. Of Superman being raised in Russia. So again, that's one of those Elseworld stories we were talking about up there, where I was saying that Cavill could come back in a way. And yeah, there's mentioned like there's a great storyline. Like what if Kal-El crashed in Russia and was raised by a certain type of Russian people that have certain, values and morals that are different than Martha and Jonathan Kent, and what kind of Superman would he be? So, and those are things that, Gunn and company aren't afraid of exploring, and that's fantastic. Yeah. Gimme says they made an animated flick based on Red Sun. Yes, they did. It's very cool. If you guys haven't seen that, and you have HBO, I wonder if it's on HBO. Gimme, do you think it's on HBO Max? I know a lot of the DC properties are on there, so maybe go check that out. If you guys have it, go look for Red Sun. It's pretty cool. If Tony Stark comes back in Armor Wars 2, it would be as a voice of Jarvis on Friday. No, that's fine. If that's how he comes back, that is totally cool. That's a good honor to the actor. Tony Stark will likely be AI. Oh, everybody's got it dialed in here. Disney has a money truck. Yes, they do. What do you think about AMC charging extra for the seats? They barely survived the pandemic and they do this. Dude, that is such a great question. When I heard this the other day, oh my God, it was just it was outrageous charging. So here's the thing, charging extra. So here's the thing. If you just keep charging the same price for the better seats and have that as your top dollar, I'm cool, right? If that's your higher ticket, which is actually the current ticket, cool. Lower the prices of everything else. Sides, way up front, maybe way in the back. Those get dropped down to like whatever you want to drop them down to. Maybe it's a percentage depending on how far you are. So that those aren't the current ticket prices. Do you know what I'm saying? So if the bad, we'll just call them the bad seats. If the bad seats are the current prices, and then you're going to go up, because I like sitting right in the middle. This is my favorite spot. As a cinephile, I like to be right in the middle, and and it's not that front little section at the bottom. It's usually you always have the big aisle that you walk across, that's in front That was weird. Sorry, my camera glitched out for a second. Hang on. So, whoop. Are we having technical difficulties? Uh-oh. Hang on, everybody. So, hang on. Sorry, I'm seeing what's happening over here, and I'm on it. I hope we're not having bad. Suddenly, the internet's going down here. You guys, let me know if it's frozen. Like what I'm watching, it looks very like glitchy and stuff. So, hang on. Let's listen. All right. Sorry about that, guys. You know, you're always beholding to technology when you do these things. So, anywho, where was I? I was going off on this ticket. So yeah, look, not a fan, Mr. Nichols. Yeah, if the seats that I like are now going to be even more, I think I'm pretty done with the theater. Yeah, like I'm not going to pay more than everybody else because I like to sit in the middle. That literally is the one thing that will drive me back out of the theater. Like I'm one of the people coming back into the cinema, keeping them alive as we all are, you know, trying to get out there and see movies. I went and saw Knock at the Cabin this weekend. I have a review of that. Go check it out. And I don't know. What's your take on it, man? Are you okay? Who's going to be okay with this? I don't. I just don't see anybody being okay with that. Whoa, that silver server glass is gnarly, dude. Yeah, it is. Some of my favorite glasses right there. Scaps. Good morning. I enjoyed Avatar. Sorry, no, I did too, man. I did too. And boy, howdy. Look, so enough of that, right? It looked great. It was awesome. Oh, you're gonna try and see RRR this week. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I gotta see that at some point. It's really long. It's like 3 hours, but Huck, Steven Seagal already crash landed in Russia. He now is their hero and is teaching Putin Aikido, the Aikido ways. Yeah, is he actually doing that? I wouldn't doubt that. Good old Seagal, man. Well, there you go. I was a big Seagal fan, man. When he was up and coming in the 80s with like Above the Law, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Out for Justice, all those things, you know, all those, his first, you know, 5 or 6 films were really good. Under Siege, that thing's excellent. Directed by Andrew Davis, the guy who brought us The Fugitive. Yeah. And then, you know, I think pretty much after Glimmerman, it all went downhill. And even at Glimmerman, that's when he was getting that Seagal gut and he was hiding behind like filing cabinets and like, you know, other dudes. Classic Chucky Seagal. Like I'll say that to his face. Okay. Let's see. HBO Max. Oh, it does have Red Sun. Nice. Thanks, Corey. Did you just do a check? Appreciate it, man. So yeah, anybody with HBO Max, if you haven't seen Red Sun, man, that's a cool story. That's a cool what if, to quote a Marvel term. I'm going to start scalping AMC tickets. I know, right? Just hang out. Oh my God. So, oh, it's for sure on HBO Max. Nice. Look at this. I got it on Blu-ray a long while back myself. I usually get the animated flicks as they drop. A little annoying though, because they never have official release dates. Oh, do they just sort of like come out like all of a sudden, oh, there's a DC movie out today. That's the one thing I will say DC is far superior than Marvel is they've always cranked out so many like animated movies, which is great. If you love those, the animated features, DC has some really good ones. What is it? The Frontier? I want to say Final Frontier. That's Star Trek. What's the Frontier one? It's called something Frontier or Frontier something. New Frontier? Maybe New Frontier. That was really good. Love that one too. Let's see. The Monkey says, I see Agatha knocking on Agent Carter's door with younger Steve answering interesting season closer with Chris Evans. Eyes going purple as we hear Agatha's laughter. I like that, Monkey. That's kind of cool, man. I can't wait for that Agatha show, but that's a long time coming, right? Like, how's that not out already? I have read that Kang appearing in the MCU causes the multiverse to be disrupted. So this is Aaron saying this. I'm not sure. I'm not just sure if it's an old Tony Stark or a new variant together with Vision that will be returning as well. Okay. So now we're getting to variants. All right. So that's where we're going to go, huh? Is that how we're going to get another Tony? I mean, that does make a lot of sense, you know, and I would say that's a good sheet because, I mean, they did such a great this whole variant thing in Loki. So because they've established that in Loki, I can see how you do it. But just don't say it's the same Tony Stark. Like you can't. It has to be a different one, I feel. Best movie quote ever. I don't know about the best, but literally, like, I just reading that in my brain, I just want to say, "Get off my plane." that's like, that's not the best, but I just love that one. It's just hilarious. It's like it's got cranky Harrison Ford, and it's a great catch line. Get off my plane, and then you can jump over to Gran Torino and be Clint Eastwood and go, "Get off my lawn." It's not nearly as cool. RRR is on Netflix. Nice. There it is. So if you're going to see it, get it. Batman Gotham by Gaslight is excellent. Jack the Ripper is a worthy watch. Yeah. I saw there was a bunch of DC animated movies at a thrift store. I didn't pick them up. They're only $4 each. See, now that we're talking about all these great DC animated flicks, I feel like going out and grabbing those. They're on Blu-ray, $4 for a DC movie on Blu-ray. I should go get those, right? Should go get those maybe this weekend. I'll leave it up to fate. I'll roll the dice if it's still here. Although I got a packed weekend though, so we'll see if I can get that. Best Seagal film was Executive Decision when he got ejected from the plane. Look, Cinema Man, that was so great. Look, because at the time, that was Seagal at his peak. He was still lean and tough looking, and that was classic Seagal right there. And just for Steven to have the guts to take on that role to say, I'm not going to be the lead, the superhero of this whole film, was a perfect casting and a perfect misdirect for that film. Because like he's unstoppable, right? He's sort of like Rambo or Schwarzenegger. You just feel like once the movie starts, they're never going to get taken out. And he gets taken out. And you're like, oh my God. Like when that happened, I'm telling you, my eyes like, did Seagal just get killed? He's like, you see his body as he flies out of the plane. I'm like gloves are off. You have no clue where that film is going once the hero, right? The superhero's ejected. Oh, look, that was great, man. That was great cinema right there. And if you guys haven't seen it, we just ruined that spot for you. But look, maybe it'll get you to go see it. You got to go see it. If you haven't seen Executive Decision, that is a kick-ass movie. Gumi says, yeah, usually when it comes to animated films, they always lob in a random trailer and go look for it instead of giving when it when it actually releases. And then I see it in the store and go, oh. There you go. R&D says Justice League. Yeah, it is New Frontier. Okay, I got it. Yeah, New Frontier. It's so good. Kurt Russell's great in that film. Kurt Russell's great in everything. Kurt Russell's one of my goats, man. Gotta be one of my top 5 favorite dude actors, man. Kurt. He's just got such great presence in all of his films. I hope he's not done. I heard that he was retiring after the last Santa Claus movie. Although, look, we can do it here. Look, let's just do it. Let's do it as a team, y'all. Let's see. All right, we're doing it. I'm clicking it. We'll go over here. Hopefully, there won't be an ad playing again. So here's Kurt. 99, and we're just gonna see if he's got something coming up. Well, not really. So yeah, so according to this, Santa Claus Part 2, or the Christmas Chronicles Part 2 was in 2020, but then he did Fast 9, the Fast Saga, Mr. Nobody. And although he may have shot that before Christmas Chronicles, and then he's doing What If, the voice of Ego for a TV series in the animated series. So I don't see any other movies listed on his IMDb here. It says upcoming. What is that? Untitled Apple/Godzilla and the Teen Titans Project. No clue what that is. So yeah, it could be that Kurt, he's done, but maybe if something really calls him out, he'll come out. But look, if Kurt's hung up his acting cape, man, thank you, Kurt Russell. You have an amazing filmography that you've given the world, and it's stupendous. So thank you. Ben says, I read that the Xenomorph from Aliens is now a Marvel property. Crossover with the Guardians? Man, that would suck. Right? If those guys came across just a ton of Xenomorphs. It's that acid blood, man. Just like in Aliens, when you shoot them, that's great. They're dead. But man, if they splat on you, that could be bad news, man. I don't know. I don't know if Marvel would ever. I think maybe they put one in as an Easter egg, like if you're watching in the background and there's all this stuff going on, the Xenomorph was going on. That's so weird. Sorry, boy, this is Gremlins. I know. I have 10 minutes left. Maybe that's my camera's way of giving me a 10-minute mark. Let's see. How's it there? So I just decided to change cameras. I have 2 cameras up here. This one's a lot brighter. Sorry. Good Lord. So I don't know if it's the camera or the internet. So we've switched cameras. See if we can keep going for 10 more minutes with this new. Give my people some junk. Oh, wait, it says go back here. Best movie quote ever. Welcome to the morning mug. Oh, is that the best quote ever? Welcome to the morning mug. Thanks, man. That was a catchy thing, isn't it? Since you filmed the last intro on your video, Huck, yes, that's true. Yeah, I did, didn't I? And it's funny because all the intros I roll in for this all have, a different movie on the stand. I made 20 different intros at one time. So I had these. If you watch today's intro, that is my last one. So I need to get with it and create another bank of those. So I have them, ready to go. That was super convenient having so many of those ready to go. I'll tell you what, guys, I'll put it out to you. Name a couple of movies you want to see in my intro. And when I go to make some new intros, you just might see one of yours. Excuse me. It's a movie quote. Your best Arnold is not it's not a tumor at all. A tumor. Right? Doesn't he keep saying it like it's not a tumor at all? A tumor. There you go. Let's see. Excuse me while I whip this out. Hey! You guys got some good ones. Hey, Paul. Let's see. Death Proof was one of my favorite. Kurt Russell's as a stuntman. Yes, he was great in that. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'm trying to do some impressions for you while I read them. Or alternatively, you like Huey Lewis in the News. Heck yeah. I don't like him. I love Huey Lewis in the News. Absolutely one of my, if not favorite band ever. I'll just say it. Huey Lewis is my favorite band ever. I love them. I got like all their albums. I got a whole playlist on the old phone right here. If I need a good pick me up, I throw in some Huey Lewis. Yeah. It's really sad. I don't know if you guys know, but Huey Lewis had some, throat issues and stuff. And he can't, no, I'm sorry. It's his hearing. I say throat. It's his hearing, and it messes with his ability to sing on key and all that stuff. And so he did this one last album, and it could be his last one. And it's really good. It's only got, I think, 8 tracks on it, but it's so good. I mean, he still got it, and it just knowing that could be the last album is kind of sad, but it's hard for him to sing anymore because of his ear issues. Such a bummer. Michael Bledstein's here. He says, what did you get signed at the Hollywood show? Well, you got to go check out my video, my friend. I got all the signatures on there. But just know that it's filled with lots of Happy Days autographs. But I did bump into a bunch of people. If you guys haven't seen the video, please go check it out. It's super fun. You can see me just glowing, walking around the floor. It was a good time. I haven't been to one of those in a long time. It's called the Hollywood Show, and they usually appear in Burbank, California, which is just 30 minutes away from me. So I hightailed it over there, rubbed some elbows with some celebs, and and some, you just go talk to them, like I didn't get everybody's autograph that I talked to, but sometimes I just wanted to go say hi. Like, so, like I met the dude from What's Happening, Curtis. Oh, I'm going to forget. I forget his name. But he's the one that used to always go, hey, hey, hey. And I just sort of like looked and corner of my eye kind of thing. And he looked at me and he goes, yeah, he just waved me over. Like, come here. I'm like, because there was no one standing at his table when I was there. And I just like, cool, let's just talk to him, And so, I know they want every person to come up to sign something, but they also want to interact with fans because they are there. They don't want to waste their time. They like to hear from fans and hear what they thought. So I told him how much I love What's Happening. And, it's hey, 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 like so hilarious, super quotable. And he's a great dude, man. So yeah, he appears in the video too. Under Siege in that intro. Oh, you want to see some Under Siege? All right, Cool, Ben. You're the first one to comment. You'll done and done with some Under Siege. How about your chicken boy? Oh, digging that. Look at that. Get some Steel Frontier in there. Intro on your shelf. Yeah, it's back here, but it's up top too, I think. So I'm short. I can't get it without a footstool. The Morning Mug intro. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll get some Steel Frontier in there. Huey Lewis quote was from American Psycho. Oh, yeah. Huey Lewis. That was great. Remember Huey Lewis, the Psycho thing? Is that you're talking about the one with Weird Al? When it's Weird Al and because yeah. The one with Weird Al and Huey is great. Okay. Can we get Child's Play in that intro? Yes, I think we can. Look, my goodness, I'm going to have to hang on. You guys are coughing up some good ones here. All right, so here we go. I got my little book here. So we got Under C, because, I'll have to go back and look. Steel Frontier, which have Child's Play. All right. So right now, that's what we got. Kicking. But you guys were giving me all my new intros. Yeah, both quotes from American Psycho. Yeah, American Psycho. That was a crazy film. I only noticed the Night Shift Blu-ray. And in the very end of the video, if you look, there's an overhead shot of all the autographs together. Night Shift is front and center, so your eyes are drawn to it, but look right off to the left, and you'll see that I also got Henry Winkler to sign my Happy Days tub. In fact, here it is right here, y'all. And these are it. I had them back there on purpose. So there's the Night Shift, signed by Henry Winkler. And there's my Happy Days tub. Now, again, I was also going to have Ralph Malph and Potsy sign it, but man, your money just goes so quick at those things. I just didn't have, another, whatever they were charging, 30 or 40 bucks each, because of all the things I was also planning on getting. In fact, I even had a Funko Pop of the Fonz. I was going to have him sign, but once I had all these things signed, it was either have him sign Night Shift or the Funko. I'm like, I love the movies more. So that meant more to me than getting the Funko signed. So maybe if he ever goes back and I go back, I know that I've got plenty of 8x10s and movies signed now, so that I could just have him sign the Funko Pop. And it'll be a one thing with Henry. So, but for now, I got a lot of stuff. All righty, let's keep moving on. Happy Days has a great Halloween episode. Oh, I know. Dude, that's so funny you say that. That was one of the first ones I popped in to prepare for the show before I went, was that Halloween episode. It's so good. It's funny you brought that up. We're connected, man. Yeah, that was a good one. And by the way, if you guys don't know, Happy Days is on Paramount Plus right now. So if you got Paramount Plus, that's where I found. I also have all the movies right here in my tub. But if you don't have that tub, they're on Paramount Plus. Does Richie Cunningham brother ever show up to the Happy Days cons? Oh, you know what? Actually, I heard he passed away, I think last year. Yeah, the guy that played Chuck. Yeah, there was no, and it's so funny because also the other one I watched the night before the convention. It was just a random one. I just sort of closed my eyes, picked one, and just said, let's see what Paramount Plus picks for me. And it was this episode that I didn't quite remember, but it was a very Chuck heavy episode. I literally figured that Chuck was in barely any of it. And this was front and center Richie Chuck episode. And it's where Richie wants to move out of the house and live in the dorm with his brother Chuck, because Chuck's in college now. And so they share an apartment now. And I'm like, wow, for never even thinking about Chuck, I picked the one episode that was literally Chuck and Richie. And it's funny because then I told all the Happy Days guys I watched that one the other night. Yeah, I don't know if they remembered it, but I was like, yeah, I watched the one where, Richie has his own thing and you guys were all trying to make out in his apartment. Ralph Malph is like, oh yeah. I don't know. How good is your memory? It's so long ago, but maybe they remember that stuff. The Shining would be fun in the intro. Little black and white, red montage. Right on. King Creole. All right. Oh, I love it. Okay. Hang on. Let me move my Happy Days there. King Creole. Look at you guys getting creative. King Creole. Sorry. Oh my God. It's like nuclear on this camera. But, you know, the other one kept crapping out, or the internet. I'm not sure which one it was. For the intro, aliens were Vasquez. Let's rock! Yeah, that's awesome. Gumi says, have a good day, y'all. Have a good day, Gumi. Got to get out of here. Happy collecting and movie watching. Catch you later, Gumi. Always a pleasure. Please come back next week. Michael says, I watched my video, more DVD autographs, where Night Shift is also signed by Henry. We have matching autographs. It would later be signed by Clint and Ron Howard. Nice. That's cool. It's so funny. Like, Clint Howard had a desk there, and I kept feeling like every time I went and made laps around there, I never saw Clint. I don't know if I was just there. Every time I went around that table, Clint was just like on a break, but his booth was right next to, you know, the Happy Days guys. It was like Anson Williams, Donnie Most, and then Clint Howard's table was right there. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and look at my video. I'm like, oh no, there's Clint in the background. But for some reason, I seem to have kept missing Clint. Oh, got a phone call coming in. Ignore. Ben says, it's on my list of Halloween episodes. I watch every spooky say. Oh, I love that. I love having staples. You know what, Ben? I'm in. I'm going to add that to it this year. Done. Digging that. What else is good? Psych has some great Halloween episodes. Got that one. You know what? Let's do it. Let's put together a list, Ben. Hit me up, man. Like, tell me some great, like, go-tos that we can watch. I kind of like that. Instead of, like, films, there's also TV shows. Loved watching Happy Days as a kid. Me too, man. And look, I even told Don Most, you know, I said, hey, look, you know, when I watched Happy Days, you know, old fellow redhead here, there was 2 redheads on one show, him and Richie. I was like, so you guys, I was like, seeing me, you know, people always say, I want to see myself represented on camera. And, you know, don't see a lot of gingers up on TV much. So males anyway. So that was my go-to show, man. I'm like, look, my brothers are up there. Michael says there was another celebrity named Cassandra Gava in the Night Shift at the Hollywood show. I don't know where she appeared in the movie, so I didn't get her autograph. Her character's named JJ. Yeah, you know, I don't grab everybody's, you know. There was a lot there. Hey, Subjective Perspective Collective says, hey, Huck, howdo. Right back at you, man. Well, look, okay, I know we're at my 1 hour mark, but before we go, wait, we haven't talked about a couple of things. Holy hand grenades. Let's squeeze in a couple more topics real quick. We're going to talk about the box office. Look at this. As we see here, Avatar was just dominating forever and it is now finally been knocked off its perch by Knock at the Cabin and 80 for Brady, but only just by a few million. So Avatar is still holding strong, 636 million. But Knock at the Cabin, I enjoyed Knock at the Cabin enough, but I feel like I want to talk to somebody about this so bad. So yeah, I can't talk about it because I don't want to spoil it. But there's a moment in the film where the couple, the 2 guys, the couple in the film, the 2 dads, if you will, are questioning the tactics by their confronters. And that was a fascinating perspective. I mean, I'm trying not to ruin it for you, you know, because, yeah, I'll just have to wait. Maybe I'll do like a spoiler thing on this one night. Maybe when I'm doing my 3,000 things, one of the topics we'll be talking about Knock at the Cabin. But like the thing that they thought it was is all I'm saying. If you go see it, you know what I'm saying. If they would have gone that route, that would have been very cool. It makes no sense what I'm saying to you guys because if you haven't seen it, but they're watching stuff on TV to show the result of something. And if they would have gone that route, I can't tell you what that route is, but there was something there. There was a nugget of intriguing. Oh, and then it didn't go that route. It was obvious. Like it was too obvious what they did. I was like, all right. Let's see. Caveman says, Mort for Mork. Do. Nano. All right. The monkey says, my favorite Halloween special is the 2016 election. Very scary ending. Okay. Oh, see what you did there. Nice. Michael Bledstein says, I was hoping you would know the character yet. Well, it's been forever since I've seen it, even though I just picked it up on a sale. So I will have to see it again. But yeah, I mean, look, I know Bill Blazejowski, boom, like that. And, you know, we're love brokers. I mean, come on, that was a great introduction to Michael Keaton. Happy Days later episodes where Tom Hanks tries to fight Fonzie. No way. Early Hanks is trying to duke it out with the Fonz. Oh, I gotta find that. I think Happy Days has the most spinoffs. It could, very much so. I mean, let's see. You got Laverne and Shirley, you got Mork and Mindy. Is there another one I'm not thinking of? Oh, Joni Loves Chachi. Oh, almost got me. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is there more than that, though? Did Chuck have his own spinoff? Yeah, maybe Chuck. It's got Zachary Levi in it. Anyway. Hey, Caveman. All right, we're going to be wrapping this up, y'all. Infinity Pool, I recommend. Okay, cool. Howdy ho, neighbor. Oh, here. Subjective perspective. You guys are neighbors? That's cool, man. But anyway, yeah, so as we can see over here, Cabin in the Woods did pretty well. Take the #1 spot. Not a huge money maker. I feel like it'll be, dropping down pretty quick and then hitting the old streaming service. So yeah, there you go, guys. So, and there's one other thing I want to show you. Look at this. Over on, if you're a big Ernest fan, I just sort of stumbled across this. It was a thumbnail. On Etsy, right? They don't have the Ernest movies available unless you're paying, through the roof. But look, they got, all kinds of interesting purchases, we'll just say, on Etsy, including Ernest Saves Christmas. So I bet if you do a deep dive and a rabbit hole, you'll find like all kinds of other Ernest movies. Probably. Oh, look, someone's even selling Coda. That's not available. So yeah. All right. So that's it, guys. That's where I wanted to go. Just, one last thing out the door. Just check out one more time. Are you shopping the full moon Valentine's Day sale? No, everything 50% off. Actually, no, because I still have right there, right behind me. That's all my full moon stuff that I got at the Comic-Con this year. When I visited their booth, they loaded me up. I got like 15 movies from them for like $60. Or really, the 60 was to join their service, which I have. And so, and for that, they just gave me all these movies for free. They're like, all right, keep picking, keep going. I'm like, dang, just kept grabbing stuff, So yeah, I don't need to do their sale because I have so much of their stuff already. But yeah, if you guys do not have your bountiful supply of full moons, man, get over it, go get it. Starts on February 9th at noon. All right, that's in a couple of days. Cool. Laren, hey man, hey Huck. I love Psycho also, and Frasier has really good Halloween episodes as well. Oh, did I say Psycho? I love Psych. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm getting glitchy because it's 9:08. I gotta go. I love Psych. It's one of my favorite shows. It's such a feel-good show. Characters welcome. It's amazing the term "jumping the shark" came from happiness. Yes, it did. Oh, jumping the shark. I should have had Henry sign, to Huck, jump the shark. Henry Winkler. I didn't think of that. That's pretty good. It's pretty strong. I bet he would not like that though, because it's such a negative term. He would just look at you like, I am not going to sign that. And good for him if he doesn't. Okay, my friends, I think we're going to wrap that up. If you are headed out today, Godspeed. Hope you find some good stuff out there. May all the titles your little pocketbook is willing to purchase is sitting there waiting for you. Good luck getting that. Also, let me promote one more time. Almost at the 3,000 mark. Hold on, let's drop that. Please head on over there. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to the channel. That would be super great. And yeah, coming up is the Valentine show, the rom-com romance theme with these amazing couples, Michelle and Ken, Haley and Eddie, Coco and Brian, Marie and Joe. It's going to be awesome. And if you haven't seen it, there it is, the Happy Days video. Go check that out. Lots of good stuff on the channel, man. Just loving life. And thank you for some of the titles that you will now be seeing in my future intros. So if you're watching this after the fact on a replay, leave some other suggestions in the comments below what you would love to see in a future intro. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for now. Thank you so much for stopping by the Morning Mug. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys each and every Tuesday. And until next time, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.